Gently close your eyes. Your fingers interlaced and placed in front. Your back, your neck and head direct. Breathing normal. Your body is relaxed, seated comfortably so that there is no pressure, tension in your body. Next, attend to your mind. Let the thoughts that come into your mind gently die away. We will chant the mantra Om, followed by the invocatory prayer. Sahana vavatu, sahanam bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavaditamastu mavit vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti. We will chant 10 shlokas from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verses 31 till 40, please. 10 shlokas, chapter 2, verses 31 till 40, please. Swadharmamapi chavekshya navikampitumarhasi dharmyadhiyuddha shreyonyat kshatriyasya navidyate yadrichaya chopapannam swagadvaramapavrutam Sukhina kshatriyah partha labhante yuddhamidrisham ata chetvamimam dharmyam sangramam na karishyase tata swadharmam kirtim cha hitva papamavapsyase akirtim chapi bhutani kathayishyanti te vyayam sambhavitasya chakirtihi maranadatirichyate bhayadranaduparatam mamsyante tvam maharathaha येषां च त्वं बहुमतः भूत्वा यास्यसि लाघवम् अवाच्यवादांश्च बहून् वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिताः निन्दन्तस्तव सामर्थ्यम् ततो दुःखतरं नु किम् हतो वा प्राप्स्यसे स्वर्गम् जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम् तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः सुखदुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापमवाप्स्यसि येषा ते विहिता सांख्ये बुद्धिर्योगे त्विमां शृणु बुद्ध्या युक्तो यया पार्थ कर्मबन्धं प्रहास्यसि नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् Any questions? Because I don't want to have these sessions like a lecture, like a one-way traffic. I want you all also to, participate, ask questions. In one session, we will have, exclusively for question and answers. What do you say? Yes. So you want the recap of what we discussed a couple of sessions back? So what we discussed a couple of sessions is this: a human being is a composite personality of spirit and matter. Spirit is the enlivening principle, the life principle, the God principle. Matter is constituted of physical body, mind and intellect. Spirit by itself has no action, is inert, insentient. There is no life. Matter, the physical body, mind and intellect also is inert, insentient, has got no life by itself. When the spirit, Atman, function through matter, the physical body, mind and intellect, there is an expression called life. For example, in electricity there is no light. In the bulb per se, there is no light. The equipment is there. The bulb glowing here. When electricity passes through this equipment, the bulb, there is an expression called light. In petrol, there is no movement. Though it is a liquid which has got that movement, I'm not talking about that movement which, the way how the outer body moves here. Liquid has got movement. Don't ask silly questions. No silly doubts. In petrol, there is no movement. In the engine or the outer body of the vehicle, there is no movement by itself. When petrol passes through this engine and the outer body there, the outer body moves. There is an expression called motion, movement. So when a human being is functioning, performing a physical action, the physical action no doubt is performing that action, but that which makes a physical body move is not the physical body, but something other than the physical body. This finger is moving up and down. I chop this finger and put it down. The finger will not move. I pick up that, again stitch it. After a few months or so, then it will start moving. There is something in the finger, apart from the finger, that makes the finger move. Courtesy Swami Parthasarathi. He always gives this example. Nothing is mine. Everything is laid out there. All that we have to do is just pick up and adapt what is that which is suitable for us, compatible for us, modify it, live that life. So coming back to the topic again, the physical body is performing action. There is the outer personality which is performing the action. The engine which is making the outer body to perform is the inner personality constituted of the mind and the intellect. Mind is seat of feelings, emotions, likes, dislikes, desires, etc. Intellect is the faculty to think, reason, discriminate, to probe, to judge, to decide. The physical body here is constituted of organs of perception, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, and organs of action. These are called Jnanendriyas and the Karmendriyas. Organs of action again are 5 in number: hands, limbs, speech, organ of procreation, and organ of evacuation. So physical body constitutes 10 in number: organs of perception and organs of action. Mind, as explained you, is the seat of emotions, feelings, etc. Intellect is the faculty to think. When Atman functions through the organs of perception, we become the perceiver, perceiving objects. When the organs of perception, for example, the eyes see color and form, the ear hear sound, the nose smell, the tongue taste, the skin touch. So this is the perceiver, perceiving sense objects. When Atman functions through the organs of action, then we become the actor performing actions. These two, perceiver and the actor, can be given a name called the physical personality. When Atman functions through the mind, we become the feeler, feeling various emotions. Jealousy, greed, lust, anger, etc. When Atman functions through the intellect, now I am dividing the intellect into two parts, the gross intellect and the subtle intellect. When Atman functions through the gross intellect, we become the thinker, thinking of thoughts of the world, should I be an engineer or a doctor? Should I stay single or get married? Should I stay in my own country or go abroad? Should I be a salaried person or a businessman? Should I go for one more sweet meat or not? Is there any planet beyond what the scientists have discovered? Is there life on Mars? All pertaining to the terrestrial world. So the gross intellect is put in use. We become the thinker. When Atman functions through the subtle intellect, we become the contemplator, contemplating on reality, the substratum. What makes me see? What makes me speak? When I go to sleep, who is behind all the involuntary functions? Breathing, digestion. When there is a cut wound, blood is oozing out. After some time, the blood clots by itself. Who is doing that? Who is behind those properties? Feeling is one, but what makes me feel various emotions? Thinking is one, but what makes a person think is yet another. Why is it I have a particular nature? I'm not able to govern my, control my likes and dislikes. So when a person starts contemplating, when a person starts thinking, when a person starts discriminating between the terrestrial and the transcendental, that which is impermanent and that which is permanent, then the person becomes a spiritual personality here. So there are 4 different personality layers: physical, emotional, intellectual, and the spiritual personality. So these 4 personality layers, Don't miss the Atman here. Plus the combination, the substratum Atman is what you, me, every human being, for that matter, every being. When I am saying every being, because when we discuss plants, then they have only the physical personality. When we discuss animals, they have physical and the emotional personality. When we discuss the human being, then we have all the 4 personality layers. In all beings, that Atman, the spirit, the life principle, the God principle, the enlivening principle is common, is the same. That electricity which is illuminating that bulb is the same electricity which is illuminating all the bulbs in this building, is the same electricity which is illuminating the entire state, entire country. Expressions may be different. Then we went further and we discussed that when a person seeing something, hearing something, smelling something, that stimuli is been seen, color and form has been seen, that sound has been heard, but nothing happens within one's personality, within the personality. There is no reaction within. That age, that phase of life is a person is merely gazing. So the very word can be the age of gazing. People living in Stone Age, several thousands of years back, they just observed. That's all. Observed here doesn't mean that there's some reaction within. They just gazed like animals, gazing. Not grazing, gazing. Then further, when they see something, some reaction is taking place within. That can be, some observation is being made. This is a particular, for example, a particular color. This is brown in color. This is pink in color. This object is in a rectangular shape, a spherical shape, something like that. So, from the age of gazing, people started moving towards the age of observation. They started observing. The difference here is the reaction within the personality. Trying to find out, is there any relationship between what they are seeing and what they are reacting within. Came to erroneous conclusions sometimes. I remember my mother, when she's going out, these are all superstitions, some blind faith, because that's what their predecessors would have observed, practiced. She's going out, somebody sneezes, and immediately she will not go out for the job. She will wait. A black cat passes, or any cat for that matter. So whatever job they want to do, it's a trial and error method here. Because the cat has passed here and the job not done, then they wrongly equate, because the cat passed, the job was not done to my satisfaction. A death procession, it's a bad omen. So the cause and effect was wrongly connected. So if you want to equate this, or the first phase will be infancy stage, age of gazing. Then the child grows, comes to maybe 5-year-old or 7-year-old. Then they are at the age of observation. They don't know what is the real cause and effect relationship, but they are observing something. They are watching television, and the sound comes from that unit, the television box. They are speaking on the over the telephone, the mobile phone. They don't know the scientific reasons behind it. So what sort of observations they make? What sort of conclusions they come to? Then when they move to the third stage, scientific inquiry. Where the effect and the cause were rightly connected, correctly connected. People were dying of diseases. They don't know the cause. So in the age of observation, they put everything on God. It is God who has entered the human beings. So in some cases, whatever treatment they would have given ignorantly, the individual would have been cured. The patient would have been cured. So the same treatment was given to another person, the person would have died. Are you following me? Age of superstition, observation, moving to the age of scientific inquiry. Science, mathematics, we have developed to such an extent that we have everything in under the push button comforts, touch button comforts. Now this class is being recorded. Webcast is going on. You are sitting in one corner of the world and you are listening to this lecture. How is it possible? Because of scientific development. Then all this is with reference to scientific, the intellectual personality. We have to move from the age of scientific inquiry into the age of contemplation. What is this age of contemplation? We gave example where who has fixed the distance between sun and earth? Who has fixed that water will boil at 100 degrees Celsius? So when we start questioning the fundamentals of life, then we are moving towards the age of contemplation. Human beings are there in all the stages. So it is like joining first year engineering. When we join that institution, it is not that we stay put in the first year itself. We gather information and then pass. When we go to the second year, gather further more information, and then we keep moving up. And ultimately what happens is, when we have gathered complete information as far as that particular field of study is concerned, that branch of study is concerned, then we pass out of that institution itself. Exactly same way we have to move from gazing to observation to scientific inquiry to contemplation, and then go beyond this institution called this life, this world. And this is what so far we have discussed. I would like to bring in the concept here that what is this human mind? Because this physical body is just a vehicle. In this classroom, there is a transaction of knowledge between my inner personality and your inner personality. This physical body is only a carrier, a vehicle. You go to a supermarket, you want to buy Complan or Horlicks. It is packaged in a glass jar or plastic container. That plastic container with that beautiful label is only an outside container. We are not interested in the container. We are interested in the content. Follow me. The content cannot be contained without the container. Do not get caught up in that container. So what is important is the content. Same way here, this physical body is only a container. The contents are the mind and the intellect. So a human being does well to know about the two contents. There is no program in India, abroad, in any university where knowledge is imparted regarding the contents of a human being, the mind and the intellect. So there are human beings, because they are interested in their content, the mind and the intellect, the inner personality, they find their own institution where this knowledge is being taught. That is why you will find those who have acquired various degrees from very many institutions, universities, still find that they lack something. That kind of lacuna within, that kind of vacuum within, that void. They are thinking that by gaining more and more worldly knowledge, they can fill this internal void, inner void. But still, there is so much of agitation within. Another person is thinking, I will fill this void by bringing in more money. So money is something which is a gross component here. We will continue later.